Okay, current situation. I'm headed up a road called Phantom Canyon Road, and this canyon is absolutely sheer, straight up. To complicate things, I'm doing it in a torrential downpour. Canyons are not where you want to be when it's raining real hard. Flash flooding is always a possibility on a canyon road. I'm just going to take it easy. There is a river right next to me, and that river is roaring. I just saw another car go by. Oh, here comes another one. There are cars up here. They're all going the other direction. The hope is the river doesn't come up too high, and I hope I don't encounter any washouts on the road. There have been a number of places where the water was flowing over the road. Road doesn't wash out, I should be in good shape. I know the basic rules of being in a canyon in Colorado. I did grow up in Colorado, so I kind of got all of that drilled into me as a young person. Washboard, serious. Come on. All right, I don't want any more of that washboard. Sorry, Tuesday Kitty. I can probably camp at any point here now if I can just find a campsite. The water's really roaring over there. This washboard's killing me. I gotta find a campsite. Could be several miles before I find one. I'll just keep going. What, baby? What, baby? You've been quiet all day. Sorry this road is so rough. You're gonna be sleeping in the mountains tonight. You've never been to the mountains before. You are now a mountain cat. Here's a rock fall. That would be a lightning strike. Let me show you what happens when you camp by the river in a flash flood. Holy crap. You gonna be able to drive out? Are you gonna be able to drive out okay? Yeah. Okay. Their camp is totally washed out. Massive flash flood coming down through here. Their whole camp getting washed away right there. Very, very dangerous. That had happened at night, they'd be washed away. Okay, it looks like those people are going to be able to drive out. Man, that water was right up to their car. You know, it looked like the water had just come up. When I first found them, they were actually standing in the rushing water, and they were pulling things out of their tent, and their tent was being washed away. That water is just violent. What I'm sure was a very pleasant campsite is now just being swept away. So this explains why I've been seeing so many cars coming down the mountain. People are just abandoning their campsites. So got it there, and then got it over on the right hand side here too. Water on the right, water on the left. It's a good thing that flood occurred early enough in the day that they were able to abandon their tent in daylight. That water came through in the middle of the night. I think I'm going to camp right here. I should be able to back right down through here. The torrent is way down there, so I don't think there's any danger of the water coming up this high, nor do I think this area would be undercut. Looking for anything else that can get me into trouble here tonight. I need to get a good night's rest because I couldn't sleep last night due to the fact that that water kept coming up. My only other concern is this that comes down from the mountain, but I don't think that's going to get me. I would have to get a lot bigger. Good grief, there's actually a car down there. These folks are abandoning a campsite down there closer to the water. Looks like he's got four-wheel drive, but he's gonna have a heck of a time getting up there. There he comes. Here he comes. Go for it, man. Dig. Dig, dig, dig. Dig, baby, dig. 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 Yeah. All right, he got his camper out of there. Is this the only road up here?
It goes that way, which is much worse normally than
Yeah,
this way.
cliff.
This is the good side. That's really steep cliffs, about 200 feet, that are about a foot wider than your van in spots. And it has washout gullies through it where it'll have like 2 foot, 3 foot deep trenches. When it gets shallow, it gets close to the road, it's taking the roads out.
How'd you find out about that?
Because we watched it cave in as we were driving past them.
Yeah.
Like there's huge carve outs going almost, like it's probably not wide enough
You
to get
can
back
see
down
the
now.
cracks in the road where it's about.
We watched the 6 foot section just fall down as we were driving past it, and that was the road we were driving over.
Trees were falling over and everything.
There was stuff pouring down, like rocks and mud just coming off the side of the mountain as we were driving past it.
So what you're saying is I should have brought more groceries up here.
It might be the case, or I hope you have a sat phone. There's no cell phone service up here either, so.
Yeah, I know.
So we're all kind of cut off, and what it looked like, the amount that they're moving is like hundreds of trucks worth of material to fix that road.
There's people still down there.
There's a guy that right now has water. It's like a flat grass field with water just standing in it where it started to float up to him. It's 6 feet from his tent, and he has a fire that's about the same distance away from the water and the tent that he's sitting there cooking his dinner on, and the water's just pouring right there.
He's not quite getting
He
it.
hasn't done anything to back
Everything's
up.
set up, like all out in the open.
Now nothing left to do but set up camp in the rain.
Hey, I have a question. Do you happen by chance have check the weather around here?
Have I checked the weather?
Yeah, like the hourly basis. Because we're camping in like, a valley, and the water like kind of came up on us fast.
Yeah, if you don't want to be anywhere near the water.
And so do you know if it's going to start getting bad?
Well, the problem is, we don't know what it's doing upstream.
Right. Well, I mean, we went up there and looked, and it looks like it's calming down, but it's not too bad.
Well, it is bad, and it's still coming up. But you haven't made camp yet?
Yeah, no, we have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
You pitch your tent and everything?
Yeah. So do you think our best bet is probably to move?
I don't want you to be close to the water. These people right here, just barely escaped because the water came up to their tent and started
walking.
washing.
Right there? The upper place?
Well,
yeah.
Well, I saw them. They got their tent washed away up there.
Okay, all right.
So, you see how I'm on high ground right here?
Yeah.
So I would recommend being on really high ground like this.
Okay.
And it is going to continue to rain probably almost daily now. So
Okay.
usually about 4 or 5 p.m. there'll be a storm.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Tomorrow?
Huh?
Tomorrow you're thinking?
Every day. This is the monsoon season, so this is the rainy season for Colorado.
Okay.
About 4 o'clock every day there'll be a storm. I want you to be very careful here. You're in the mountains now. Stay close to the van. Don't go wandering very far at all. You're just a Kansas cat. You don't know anything about roaring rivers and steep cliffs. So you be careful, okay? Be very, very careful here. She's hunting already. She's already hunting. Okay, what do you say we go down here and find out what all the excitement is about? So that's the torrent that washed many campers away today. When I was a kid growing up in Boulder, Colorado, they used to hammer 2 things into our heads. 1, don't play in mine shafts. And 2, beware of canyon floods. So how apropos that I'm experiencing a canyon flood. Word is that the road is washed out, so I might be here a few days. Luckily, I did buy extra groceries. I don't know, this is BLM land, so I don't know what it takes to get the road repaired. I might be up here for a while. But this canyon is just glorious. You're living in the clouds.